Alright, hey, it's me, Mario Novella. Me and my friend Steven, as you can see. It's our YouTube stuff that we do. And I hope you enjoy our videos and stuff, because we put a lot of hard work into them. Well, this is my first one of me doing this story thing, like my friend Steven does. And, well, mine's basically about my fighting life. I've been doing MMA for 8 years, so I'm a pretty good fighter. Plan on going to the UFC, and let me tell you, it's not easy. I mean, first it started off when I was a kid, and when I was 10, I used to be that little kid actually that started off, small, like the weakling and everything, and then after that, I basically got beat up. Yeah, I admit it. Yeah, I've gotten beaten up before everyone does. But then after that, I used to watch a lot of, I guess you could say, kung fu movies when I was younger and stuff. And then I watched a lot of Bruce Lee action movies and stuff, and saw this fighting. And well, that expired me. And then when it expired me, I went to go and do stuff. And then I started having friends that liked fighting too, so we basically all got together and we started basically fighting on the street. But I know it's weird, but that's how kids are. We all do the weird things and stuff as we grow up. And then, well, then I stepped foot in a dojo. It was karate. Honestly, I think karate isn't all that until you get into black belt. But don't get me wrong, I've seen some really cool stuff with karate, but it's not my entrance. I started off, I did boxing. I did street boxing first, and then I got to some regular boxing, and then, but I didn't get to stay with it. I had to leave it. And also after that, I did some basic kickboxing, and that was pretty cool. I liked that. I wanted to finish that, but I didn't have money. And then after that, I started doing some karate. Actually, I did karate. I did basics karate. It was okay. I didn't fit in. Karate wasn't my thing. And then after that, I went into Muay Thai. My last 2 years in Houston. So I used to live in Houston, and I lived in a bad neighborhood where like they did drive-bys where where I used to live at my playground and everything. So I've been shot at. Very scary, especially when you're 12. It's kind of a bad effect to have on a kid, but I just brushed that aside. I was a kid. When you're a kid, you don't care for too much. I mean, like, family relative could die and it doesn't bother you as much, but when you get older and you think about it, you're like, a family relative just died. And then, when I did Muay Thai, I did that for 2 years. I became a black belt in that. And then after that, I did some street-like type wrestling, learning here and there. And then I'm for Tai Chi. I did that for 4 years. And when I did that for 4 years, that's the art of breathing. People's like, oh, that's not really a good fighting style, and like, you don't know it until you actually get into it. It's a lot of kicks and good counters and everything. And then after that, well, I started fighting on the street. Like, yeah, it's not legal, but I did it anyway. I did it to people that wanted to fight, my friends, and everything. And as I was doing that, I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And when I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I loved that. So I like fighting and taking it to the ground. Most people see MMA as more weird because, like, when you're on the ground on them weird positions, they're like, make fun of you, like, oh, that's gay and everything. Well, you put me against some random dude on the street that don't know how to fight, and let me show you all those gay things that look gay, or the proper way how to win a fight. But most people don't take martial arts seriously. If I walk up to you, you don't know me, and I tell you I have 8 years, you're gonna look at me like, oh, I don't care. You're one of them dudes that do kung fu. I don't care. You think you're awesome and everything because you can fight. Well, no, actually, it's a lot of discipline. So if you're walking around with experience fighting and you think you're a badass, well, you're abusing the arts, man. Don't do that. I don't like that. And at Houston, my last dojo, I when I was in there, I was there, and I was talking to my master there, my trainer, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, if you ever need a place, right here. I said, okay. But I moved. So when I moved, I was like around the last month before I moved from Houston. And then when I got here, it was just completely boring at first because I didn't know nobody. And it was just boring and everything. But I fit in. Now I fit in here good. Small town, actually. It's not that. It's peaceful, though. There's not a lot of crime and bad stuff here. And, well, and then I started trying to find people that knew how to fight out here, and there's not very many people out here that do fighting. But my friend, Steven over here behind me, laying on the bed, he's a fighter, and we train together. We work out and everything. As you can tell on some of the videos, he takes his shirt off and he's all ripped. Yeah, he wouldn't be that ripped if he was just sitting on his ass. I actually got him up and was like, hey bro, let's work out. Plus, what does it say? I don't know what it said, but anyway. Then I started making it comfortable in here, and then I started fighting, and then after that I started going back to Houston. And then I started training back there, and then I started getting into real fights. And I just kept fighting. I kept winning a lot. I became really good. So far, I got 20 and 1 loss. Lost by an armbar. I hate armbars. I hate them. And, well, I'm good in all areas, but when it comes to an armbar, if you're master in armbars, you're going to get me. I don't know why. It's my problem, but above all that, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the story I had to tell. If you want to become a real good fighter and everything, just go out there and ask, leave a comment or something, asking me any tips on how to improve striking, kicking, anything you want. 8 years, I'm walking around like a trainer basically, but I'm not licensed as a trainer. My hands and feet are licensed though, so I can't teach you legally. If you were actually here, if y'all, But anyway, that's basically how my life started off of being a fighter, and I'm still embracing that now. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'd like you to leave like and subscribe at the bottom, and that's pretty much all I ask. Thank you. Thanks for watching.